Welcome back, my friends. In this video, I want to talk about raunchy rom-com movies. Now, before I go any further, I want to up front and tell you that I'm not going to review a movie in this video. I want to talk about how I think the raunchy rom-com is on its way back. Now, first of all, in case you didn't know, the raunchy rom-coms were big in the early 2000s. Talking about the 40-year-old virgin. Man, that scene when they ripped off his hair was like the funniest thing ever, and they ad-libbed a lot of that. Plus, Wedding Crashers was another big raunchy rom-com of the early 2000s. Those kind of movies kind of died out after a while. And even though there are some people who really like romantic comedies, most people can tend to agree that the romantic comedy genre is kind of dead. Except for the raunchy rom-com. Let me prove my point. Recently, a Jennifer Lawrence movie came out called No Hard Feelings. It's rated R. It's kind of like a romantic comedy, but it's a raunchy rom-com. Some of the critics I saw on YouTube said it was kind of slow, but they loved some of the raunchy rom-com jokes. Another raunchy rom-com that was just released recently is Joyride. 4 friends, 1 trip, no luck. And this is from the co-creator of Crazy Rich Asians. I have not seen either one of these movies yet, but I've seen lots of critics on YouTube say that this was a really funny movie. It's another raunchy movie. I think the raunchy rom-com movies are on their way back. And if they are on the way back, have I got a story for you. I wrote a raunchy romantic comedy novel called The Taming of April. If this was a movie, which it's not, it's a book, but if it was a movie, it'd be like The 40-Year-Old Virgin or Wedding Crashers. I took inspiration from some of those old movies from the early 2000s. The tagline for this romantic comedy book is called, Can a Wild Girl Find True Love? It starts off with a guy named Adam. He breaks up with his longtime girlfriend because, well, she doesn't want to have kids and he does. He needs a change in his life, so he gets a haircut from a girl named April Bender because she's a hairdresser. And she's kind of on the wild side. One time, they meet up in a bar and they're about to play pool. She's racking all the balls up on the pool table and he looks at her. Nice rack. And then when she hits the balls and knocks them everywhere, he's like, wow, you're a real ball buster. Now you see why I took inspiration from those early 2000s movies. Heavy sexual flirtation, but nothing crossing the line. I would love to see The Taming of April turn into a movie. Matter of fact, it was a screenplay originally back in 2005 when I wrote it. I just recently turned it into a novel. Anyway, the biggest problem right now I proceed with this, 1, is the writer's strike. But 2, if by some miracle I could sell it to a network like Netflix or HBO Max, or well, they're called Max now, I think. Or maybe Amazon Prime. The problem is, if I sold to any one of these networks right now in 2023, and they started making it right now, it wouldn't be a movie until like 2025. Maybe even 2026, depending on how fast they can make the thing. My whole point is, raunchy rom-coms are making a comeback right now in 2023. This wouldn't be ready for a couple of years yet if I sold it to somebody. But I do think that The Taming of April would make a fantastic movie or a limited series on like Amazon Prime or Netflix. It's a raunchy rom-com story. And by the way, if you want to buy The Taming of April and read it for yourself, it's available on Amazon.com or you can find it on my website, Turkana.com. So now I'll leave this question up to you guys. Do you think the raunchy romantic comedy novels of the early 2000s are making a comeback, like with No Hard Feelings or Joyride? Do you like those kind of movies? And if you do, tell me your favorite raunchy rom-com in the comment section below the video. Oh, and before I end the video, I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, make a comment, and like this video as well. Every little bit helps. That's all for now. Thanks all for watching. Bye-bye.